Hey everyone, I've got the Helix 7 DI. That's a 7-inch screen, down imaging fish finder here on our polearm style transducer, and obviously control head mount. You can get this under store or shop actually on fishfindermounts with an S.com, www.fishfindermounts.com. Under the boat mounts category, if you go to shop and you select the boat mounts category, you'll see this mount there. It's a 7.5 non-powered pole mount kit for fish finders just like this. You can actually put a much larger one on here as well. And I've actually got, just for demonstration, I've just got a little 5 amp hour battery I hooked up. That will only run this screen for about 4 or 5 hours, maybe at the most, 5 hours being the most. You want, for a 7-inch screen, you want a 10 amp hour battery. As you go larger, 9-inch screens, 11-inch screens, so on and so forth, you're going to want bigger batteries. A 10 amp hour battery will run a 7-inch screen all day long. But this, as you can see right here, gives you an entire mounting solution for the transducer, right as you see in the end here. And you can see how that looks. And for the control screen. And I just want to show you guys, you can take this guy and you can loosen off the tri knob here, and you can just rotate this thing 360 degrees. So if you have this clamped onto the side of a boat, you're going to want this to be running parallel to the side of the boat. So as an example, you can see I've got it here. I'll just tighten it up again, and that would be the side position that you'd want. You just need the transducer just under the water, so you can see it in the side as an example. On the transom it would be the same thing, but the clamp's going to be clamping onto this transom. I'm going to demonstrate that in a short little bit here. So I'll show you guys how that looks. But I just want to say that the demonstration or the simulation I'm actually trying to do here for you guys is that I'm showing you, let's say you have a trolling motor in your boat, a Minn Kota, and it's got its own big battery there, 12-volt battery. You can actually hook up your fish finder to that. So this would be your non-powered kit, and meaning there's no power inherent within the mount. We do have powered kits where the battery box, as you see over here, if the camera looks at this battery box, there's a power in here. We have some of these kits with this polearm system where the battery box is mounted onto here as well. So it gives you everything you need to mount and power your fish finder. But for these bigger screens, we are actually going to the default position that, you know, you're probably going to use your big battery in your boat already, or you're going to supply your own battery. You get into a 9-inch, 11-inch screen, you're going to want a 20 to 30 amp hour battery easily to run that fish finder all day long. But for simulation purposes, this simulates that battery in your boat. And we can see we can just power up our Helix 7 DI. Transducer not connected, so it's saying, hey, wait, connect the transducer. So we'll just do that back here. We'll take our power cable. Now you're going to get some of these cable ties in the kit, and you can just loop them right through these holes here, these slots, so that you can manage all your cables and keep them all together right on the mounting system. I've attached the transducer here, and we're going to take this guy that's powered up, and we're just going to loosen off the clamp here. I like to grab the screw itself. It's faster to twist it, you know, open that way. Let's move these cords. Now, one of the things I want to tell you guys too, just before I clamp it onto the transom, and I've already shown you the rotational capability, but this pole itself is 32 inches in length. And you can take this guy, loosen the tri knob off right here, and you can actually slide this up and down. Say you're in a pontoon boat, or maybe a bass hunter, or a pond prowler, or some of those types of boats, and you need some more travel from where you're going to be. Maybe you're going to clamp it onto the square channel rail that's around the entire boat. So you're going to need some extra travel for that. So we're going to take the tri knob. We're just going to lock it in so that it can't move up and down any longer. We're going to take this guy, and if the camera can come close to this, we're going to take our control head, and we're going to clamp it onto the transom. You can see there's some scuff guards on here. These can easily slide off, so be careful you don't lose them when you're clamping on and off. And those are just to protect your boat. So we're going to take this guy and twist it on nicely. And I'm going to grab the camera so you can see what this all looks like. And you wouldn't necessarily use this mount for this style of boat, but this is just demonstration again. I'm going to move it over a little further so that the control screen, which is fairly large as you can see, isn't interfered with by the motor. So we can take this guy, the camera can see that, and we can loosen this T-knob off, and we can swivel this down around to whatever detent that we want. And then we can lock it down. We just tighten that T-knob down, and boom, she's in. She's stuck in place. So I'm going to just loosen off the screen nuts in the back here. And you can just take these guys on your gimbal bracket here. So you can just, tilt your Humminbird Helix 7 up to the detent that you want. Now you can see you've got an entire mounting solution all in one. And right down here, here's where the transducer is on the pole mount, and I can take this guy and move it up and down in the water to make it be at whatever depth that I want it to be. Maybe you have a side imaging transducer that you need to get lower than the rest of the boat. You can even take this pin here and you can actually tilt and click it in. And then you can actually, at the bottom down there, you can see the wing nut on the transducer mount. You can actually loosen that off and even use that to flatten out your transducer if you want an angle for some reason. You can also angle it in. You can just loosen this guy off and click it in further towards your boat. So that is the Helix 7 DI on our pole, our 7.5. That's a 7.5 inch plate here. So you can mount all sorts of large screen fish finders onto that plate here. Many of the holes are already pre-drilled for you. You can also drill your own hole patterns in there. You can see how thick this guy is. It's very, very thick. So you can drill your own patterns if you have a pattern in your plate that doesn't exist in this plate. You can drill your own, mark them off and drill them. And that gives you an entire mounting solution. You can move it around your boat. If you're on an aluminum boat, you can move it around onto the sides of the boat. In this case, you're not going to do that on a pontoon style boat. But in this case, we've got it on the transom. So this is Wade from fishfindermounts.com showing you our 7.5 non-powered pole mounting kit that gives you everything you need to mount your fish finder and transducer in one platform. You got to give us a call, 1-855-784-3474, or even send us an email, sales@floattubefanatics.com. Go to our website. You can see all these products there under shop, www.fishfindermounts.com. We are truly making all fish finders portable. You rent boats, you rent pontoon boats. This is a fantastic solution for those types of boats. Pond prowlers, bass hunters, all those plastic sealed type boats. This is a fabulous solution. Thanks for watching, everyone.